Hello friends, today we're going to talk about simplifying square roots, which is officially called rewriting radical expressions. So we've kind of talked about this already in math review. Simplifying square roots. So let's look at an example here. Square root 36, remember we want to do the prime factorization. So if we look at our factors of 36, there's many we can start with. I'm just going to start with 2 and 18. 2 is prime. 18 is 2 times 9. 2 is prime. And 9 is 3 times 3, which are both prime. So then we can say this is the same as 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. And remember, if it's a pair, it can come on the outside. So we can put a 2 on the outside. And we can also put a 3 on the outside. And then actually we have nothing left on the inside. We've taken everything out. So then we just multiply the 2 times 3 together, and our final answer is 6. Square root 8. 8 is the same as 2 times 4. 4 is the same as 2 times 2. So square root 8 then is the same as square root of 2 times 2 times 2. We have a pair of 2's with a 2 left over. So I can bring out 1 2, and 1 2 has to stay on the inside. So 2 times the square root of 2. 63 is 7 times 9. 7 is prime. 9 is 3 times 3. Those are both prime. So 63 is 3 times 3 times 7. We have a pair of 3's, so we can bring that out. We have a 7 by itself. That's got to stay on the inside. So our final answer then is 3 on the outside, 7 on the inside, 3 times the square root of 7. 44, there's a couple different ways we can split up 44. I'm going to do 2 and 22. 2 is prime. 22 is 2 and 11. Those are both prime. So 44 is 2 times 2 times 11. I have a pair of 2's that can go on the outside. 11 doesn't have a pair. That has to stay on the inside. So 2 on the outside, 11 on the inside, and 2 times the square root of 11 is our final answer. 72, there's many ways we can split that up. I'm going to do 2 and 36. 2 is prime. 36 is 2 and 18. 2 is prime. 18 is 2 and 9. 2 is prime. 9 is 3 and 3. Those are both prime. So we have 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. We have a couple different pairs in here. We have a pair of 2's, and we have a pair of 3's. And then we have another 2 that needs to stay on the inside because it doesn't have a pair with it. So the outside then is 2 times 3, and the inside is just 2. 2 times 3 is 6. So 6 times the square root of 2 is our final answer. 80. There's many ways we can start that. I'm just going to do 2 and 40. 2 is prime. 40 is 2 and 20. 2 is prime. 20 is 2 and 10. 2 is prime. 10 is 2 and 5. Those are both prime. So we have 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 5. There's one pair of 2's that can come out, a second pair of 2's that can come out, and then 5 has to stay in because it doesn't have a pair. So we have a pair of 2's, a pair of 2's, and a 5. And continuing to simplify, 2 times 2 is 4, so 4 times the square root of 5. 108 can be 2 and 54. 54, we'll do 6 and 9. Neither one of those is prime, so I have to keep going. 6 is 2 and 3, which are both prime. 9 is 3 and 3, which are both prime. So now we have 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 3. We have a pair of 2's that can come out. We have a pair of 3's that can come out. And then we have this other 3 that's by itself. It needs to stay inside. So 2 on the outside, a 3 on the outside, a 3 on the inside. 2 times 3 is 6. So our final answer is 6 times the square root of 3. Excuse me. All right, this one's a little bit different because we already have a 3 on the outside, but let's break up this 27. 27 is 3 times 9. 9 is 3 times 3. So when we write this, we already have our 3 on the outside. And then on the inside, we have 3, 3, and 3. We have a pair of 3's that we can put on the outside. And then that lone 3 has to stay on the inside. But we already have this 3 out here. So we can't forget about that. So we already have our original 3 plus one more 3 and then a 3 on the inside. 3 times 3 is 9. So our final answer is 9 times the square root of 3. 2 square roots of 24. So again, I already have that 2 on the outside. Let's break up the 24. 2 and 12. 2 is prime. 12 is 2 and 6. 2 is prime. 6 is 2 and 3, which are both prime. So I have my 2 on the outside. The inside then breaks up into 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. We have a pair of 2's we can bring out. The 2 times 3 has to stay on the inside. And then we have this other 2 that was originally part of our expression. So we have our original 2, the 2 we pulled out, and then the 2 times 3 on the inside. So simplifying, 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 3 is 6, so 4 times the square root of 6. All right, this one, we're having a 3 on the outside to start with. 54, let's start with 6 and 9 for 54. Neither one of those are prime, so break it up. 6 is 2 and 3. 9 is 3 and 3. Those are all prime. So we have our 3 to begin with, and then 2 times 3 times 3 times 3. So we already have a 3 on the outside. We also have a pair of 3's we can put on the outside. And then we have a 2 and a 3 that are left on the inside. So again, our original 3, our pair of 3's, and then 2 times 3. Simplifying, that will give us 9 times the square root of 6. We're not going to worry about this word problem right now. All right, friends, have a good day.